She thought her best years were behind her, until the night she discovered the light that seemed to breathe beneath her skin. It wasn't the glow of a cream or the promise of a product. It was something ancient, something that whispered in the space between wakefulness and dreams. They said it came from the body's own memory, a forgotten radiance that only awakens when the world grows silent and the mind stops searching. For years she had chased beauty through mirrors that reflected only fatigue. Each wrinkle felt like a mark of surrender. Each morning, another reminder that time had slipped further away. But this night was different. There was something gentle in the air, like the hush before dawn. A warmth, invisible yet alive, began to rise through her chest and spread toward her face. It was as if her skin had begun to listen, to remember how it once drank light from within. What if the glow we lose with age is not gone, but simply asleep? What if the years never truly take beauty away, they only cover it with layers of forgetting? The ancient women of distant lands used to say that sleep is not rest, it is renewal. They believed that under the moon, a sacred light filters through the body, repairing what the day has taken. In small villages where age was a poem, not a prison, women closed their eyes each night and whispered to their skin. They imagined soft streams of silver light tracing their faces, melting lines born of worry and time. Science might call it the parasympathetic rhythm, the moment the body shifts from stress to healing, but they called it divine harmony. In Japan, they spoke of Yoru no Hikari, the nightlight that dwells beneath the skin. In Egypt, it was Ra's hidden flame, the inner sun that rises as the outer sun sets. In the highlands of Peru, elder women called it luz de la vida, the light of life that never fades. And though continents and languages divided them, their rituals were always the same: stillness, breath, belief. They trusted the night to remember their beauty when they could not. Tonight, that same energy begins to stir within you. As you lie here, the weight of the day gently slips away. The muscles that once carried the world soften. The skin that once braced against time begins to release. You are safe. You are held. And within that safety, something extraordinary happens. Your heartbeat slows, your breath deepens, and the cells of your skin awaken to a forgotten instruction: to repair, to restore, to glow. The light that heals does not come from the outside. It emerges from the quiet spaces you create within. It listens to your thoughts, to the softness of your heart, to the peace you allow yourself to feel. Even experts can't explain why some people seem to age in reverse when they finally learn to rest. But the ancients always knew. It's because rest is not the absence of action, it's the presence of harmony. When the body and soul move in rhythm, the years lose their grip. Imagine this: tiny sparks of bioluminescent energy traveling through your skin, weaving a gentle network of renewal. Imagine every wrinkle not as damage, but as a map back to where light must return. You are not losing your youth, you are reclaiming your original frequency. This frequency is what gives the morning dew its shimmer, what makes moonlight dance on water, what makes every newborn glow. You have always carried it inside you. It only needed the silence of this night to awaken. Each breath you take now invites more light in. Each exhale releases a little more of the fear that made you tense against time. You begin to feel something subtle, the faint pulse beneath your skin, the vibration of renewal that science might call mitochondria awakening. But the ancients simply called the soul remembering itself. What if this is what true beauty has always been? The meeting of stillness and surrender, the place where effort ends and essence begins. You might think this is imagination, but the body doesn't know the difference between imagined light and real light. When you visualize warmth, your skin temperature rises. When you picture calm, your heart follows. The same happens now, as your body listens to your thoughts like sacred instructions. The tension between your eyebrows softens, the corners of your lips relax, the small muscles beneath your eyes, the ones that hold years of uncried tears, begin to release. You are becoming light again. Somewhere deep within your mind, a new message begins to echo. I am safe. I am healing. I am whole. With every repetition, the cells of your skin absorb it like nourishment. Even as you drift deeper into sleep, this message continues to move through you. Your subconscious begins to rewrite your reflection, layer by layer, moment by moment. Time no longer feels like something that takes, it feels like something that gives. Because what if aging was never the loss of beauty, but the expansion of it? What if the lines you see are not the signs of decay, but the openings through which light can now enter? Tonight, that light returns to you. It glides through your face, smoothing away the shadows of old emotions. It caresses your neck, softening the memories stored there. It reaches your heart, reminding it to beat with gratitude, not regret. Gratitude is the most powerful rejuvenator of all. When you thank your body, it listens. When you thank your skin, it responds. When you thank time, it becomes your ally instead of your enemy. Somewhere between dreaming and waking, a quiet shift happens. Your skin begins to feel younger, not because of fantasy, but because of harmony. Your nervous system aligns with calm, your hormones balance. Your body's healing processes accelerate. You are doing nothing, and yet everything is being restored. The healing light is already working, not from outside, but from within, like a soft dawn blooming under your skin. You don't need to understand it. You only need to allow it. Surrender is the final key. The moment you let go, the light flows freely. The moment you stop chasing youth, it finds you. You are returning to your natural state, luminous, serene, timeless. And as you drift deeper into this sacred sleep, remember that every night is a chance to be reborn, to let your skin remember the softness of its first glow. The healing light is not a myth. It is your birthright. Feel it now, spreading through your face like a gentle sunrise. Feel your beauty waking beneath the surface. Feel peace melting the years away. Nothing is lost. Everything is simply transforming. Sleep now, and let your beauty remember who you are. Even experts couldn't explain why her face seemed to grow younger, softer, and more serene with each passing night. They studied her habits, her diet, her genetics, but the secret was never written in her biology. It lived in her stillness. It lived in the gentle ritual she performed every night before surrendering to sleep. A ritual so simple, yet so forgotten. She would close her eyes, take a slow breath, and imagine a soft, golden light descending from above, resting upon her forehead like a silent blessing. She believed it was the same light that had watched over the women of her lineage. A luminous thread passed through generations, whispering to the skin that it was safe to return to its natural beauty. What if every wrinkle you see is not a scar of time, but a story waiting to be rewritten by light? What if every fine line carries the memory of a smile that once bloomed, a tear that once healed, a moment that made you human? Beauty was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to be alive. The ancient healers knew this. In the temples of Thebes, priestesses would sleep in dark chambers filled with oil lamps that flickered like fireflies, believing that each flame spoke to the soul. In the Japanese mountains, women washed their faces with moon water. Snow melted under the first full moon of spring to teach their skin how to remember purity. And in Africa, under the red dunes of Namibia, they mixed desert clay with sacred smoke to awaken what they called the glow of ancestry. None of these women chased youth. They invited it. They didn't command beauty to return. They simply created the silence for it to listen. Your body too is listening now. As your breath slows, your heart begins to hum in rhythm with the earth itself. The same electromagnetic pulse that moves tides and opens flowers now flows through your veins, aligning your inner world with nature's perfect balance. Can you feel it? That subtle warmth in your cheeks, that soft hum beneath your skin. It's not imagination, it's communication. The cells of your body speak in light, and tonight they are being spoken to. With each exhale, imagine your skin releasing the tension of the day, the frowns, the screens, the self-criticism. With each inhale, imagine drawing in a cool, silvery light that flows through your pores like moonlight on calm water. This is the light that softens wrinkles, not by erasing them, but by soothing the emotions that created them. Wrinkles are not enemies, they are echoes of feeling. When you forgive your past, when you release regret, the lines loosen. When you sleep with peace instead of worry, the muscles of your face unclench, allowing your natural radiance to resurface. Science calls it neuroplasticity, the body's ability to rewire itself. Spirit calls it grace. And grace is the most powerful cosmetic of all. Tonight, as you drift deeper, you are not just resting, you are reprogramming. You are teaching your cells to remember softness, to remember youth, to remember light. There is a moment in sleep when the mind releases its guard, and in that instant, your inner healer awakens. It begins to send signals to every cell whispering, repair, replenish, rejuvenate. Under the skin, a quiet dance begins. Collagen fibers realign. Blood flow deepens. The skin's barrier repairs itself like silk weaving back together. And yet you are doing nothing. This is the power of surrender. The same force that heals a wound without your instruction is now healing your beauty from within. You are not separate from nature's intelligence. You are its masterpiece. You are made of the same light that builds stars, the same rhythm that turns night into day. The universe doesn't need your effort, only your openness. So let go now. Let go of the mirror's verdicts. Let go of what others once said about your looks. Let go of the years that you thought defined your worth. You are beyond measurement. You are beyond decay. You are the light itself, remembering how to shine through form. Somewhere, deep in your subconscious, this truth begins to root itself like a seed. You may not feel it fully tonight, but it's growing. Tomorrow, when you wake and catch your reflection, you may notice a softness, not only in your face but in your eyes, in your breath, in the way you hold yourself. That's not vanity. That's recognition. You are meeting yourself anew. And as you continue to listen to this, night after night your body will learn the language of rejuvenation. It will begin to expect light. It will begin to crave peace more than anxiety, rest more than reaction, self-love more than judgment. This is how beauty transforms, quietly, patiently, faithfully. The night becomes your sanctuary, and every wrinkle becomes a doorway through which your soul breathes light. Remember, nothing external can replace the energy you emit when you are aligned with yourself. No cream can mimic the biochemistry of calm. No treatment can replace the softness born from forgiveness. That is why this ritual works, because it begins where all true healing begins, within. So as you drift now, imagine the light deepening. Imagine it sinking into the very core of your being, like roots finding water. It glows behind your eyelids, it hums beneath your skin, it expands through your heart. You can almost hear it. A soft vibration, the sound of youth returning, the music of harmony. Every cell hums in tune with it. Every heartbeat carries a new message of renewal. You are no longer fighting age. You are dancing with time. You are no longer chasing beauty. You are becoming beauty itself. And as you surrender, the night does its work. The healing light moves through you effortlessly because it was never separate from you. You are the light that softens your wrinkles. You are the warmth that heals your reflection. You are the peace that time cannot touch. Sleep now. The universe remembers your beauty even when you forget. Let it remind you tonight, softly, silently, eternally. She once believed aging was a thief that quietly stole her reflection in the night. But now she understands. It was never theft, only transformation waiting for her awareness to bloom. Tonight, that understanding deepens. You lie in stillness and the air around you begins to hum with quiet intelligence. It's almost imperceptible, like the sound of stars pulsing above the earth, yet your body feels it. There is an ancient rhythm in this silence, a pulse that women of old used to synchronize their healing rituals with. In forgotten sanctuaries carved of stone, they gathered under the full moon not to stop time but to commune with it. They knew that time is not an enemy, it is a sculptor. And under the touch of light, its hands soften. You feel that same sculptor working gently through you now. The years that once felt heavy begin to dissolve, not because they are erased, but because they are accepted. Every breath becomes an act of surrender, every exhale a release of resistance. Somewhere deep inside, a switch flips. Your body enters what scientists call repair mode, but in truth, it is simply remembering how to love itself. When you were a child, your body did this effortlessly. rest, restore, regenerate. The years didn't make it forget. Fear did. The rush of modern life, the comparisons, the quiet self-criticism whispered under mirrors, all of it taught your skin to tighten, to brace, to guard. But tonight you unlearn. You return to innocence. You return to trust. You return to the sacred dialogue between breath and beauty. Each inhalation draws in a faint shimmer of light. Each exhalation releases a whisper of old emotion. The energy within you begins to flow unobstructed, like rivers cleared of stones. Can you sense it? That faint tingling around your temples, the soft hum in your chest. This is your body awakening to the vibration of renewal. It is subtle yet powerful, working in silence where words cannot reach. In the Andes, healers speak of the inner sun, the light that lives in the heart and spreads outward, recharging every cell. When activated through deep rest and gratitude, they say it reverses the fatigue of years. Tonight, that same sun rises within you. Its warmth is not fire, it is compassion. Compassion for your past, for your body, for all the versions of you that tried to be enough. When compassion floods the body, the nervous system softens, cortisol quiets, inflammation fades, skin begins to breathe again. You feel your face loosening its defenses, your jaw unclenching, your eyes resting deeper into peace. Even your heartbeat begins to align with a slower, younger rhythm. Imagine each beat releasing light into your bloodstream, each drop carrying radiance to every corner of your being. You are not just sleeping, you are being rewritten by peace. Deep beneath the surface, your cells are speaking in a language older than memory. They are communicating through light, exchanging tiny biophotons of information, telling one another, restore, replenish, renew. Science has measured it. The body emits light when it heals. But the ancients didn't need instruments to know that. They could see it in the glow of a woman who loved herself back to life. They could feel it in the serenity that radiated from her presence. You are becoming that woman. The light you feel now is real. It carries intelligence, memory, and purpose. It knows where to go, what to repair, what to awaken. You don't have to guide it, just allow it. Trust that the same force that makes flowers bloom in the dark of soil is making your beauty bloom again in the dark of night. There is no hurry. Time bends for those who rest in harmony. Every minute of deep peace restores hours of youth lost to worry. The mind tries to measure, but the soul simply receives. You can almost hear the quiet sigh of your own energy field as it expands, as if the space around your body begins to glow faintly. This is the field of rejuvenation, a harmony between consciousness and form. It is both mystical and biological. It is both ancient and now. In this moment you are more than a body. You are light pretending to be form. You are youth rediscovering its own language. The lines that once seemed like signs of age now look like poetry, written by years that taught you strength. And as the light caresses them, they soften, not from denial, but from reverence. The beauty that emerges is not the illusion of perfection, it is the radiance of truth. There is something magnetic about a face at peace. It draws the world closer, not through effort, but through resonance. The universe always mirrors what you believe about yourself, and tonight you are telling it a new story. I am radiant. I am whole. I am ageless light in motion. That story begins to echo in every layer of your being. Your body listens. Your mind listens. Even the space around you listens. You are creating a vibration that will travel with you into the morning, shaping how the world sees you, because the world sees only what you believe. The healing light now deepens. It begins to move through the hidden places, the quiet corners of your being where tension once hid. It soothes your neck, releases your shoulders, untangles the knots between your heart and your face. Your expression softens, your breathing slows even more. You are floating between worlds now, half in dream, half in sacred stillness. Here miracles happen quietly. The night becomes your ally, the moon your witness. And as you drift further, the light cradles you completely, through every pore, through every heartbeat, through every memory. You have stepped into the timeless current of renewal, the same current that has carried women through centuries of change, yet left their essence untouched. You belong to that lineage now. Sleep deeper. Trust more. The light remembers what you've forgotten. It will continue its gentle work, even as you drift beyond awareness. By the time dawn finds you, your face will feel lighter, your heart calmer, your spirit brighter. The healing light that softens wrinkles has already begun its quiet miracle, and all you had to do was believe. There is a secret that few understand. The body never stops listening. Even in the deepest sleep, it hears the language of your thoughts, the rhythm of your breath, the tone of your self-regard. Tonight that language changes. Where once your inner voice whispered exhaustion, now it hums serenity. Where once you held tight to tension, you now allow expansion. The healing light within you listens to this new frequency and begins to respond with devotion. As if it has been waiting for this very permission, it moves like liquid gold through every muscle, reminding each cell that softness is strength and stillness is power. The outer world may praise youth as perfection, but nature praises maturity as wisdom. Look at the trees that grow smoother and more luminous under the moon, their bark aged but alive. They do not fear time, they embody it. You too can feel that wisdom awakening in your skin. The surface that once felt dull begins to breathe again, pores opening not in weakness but in release. Blood warms gently beneath, carrying oxygen, carrying life, carrying memory. The body does not fight aging, it translates it. It turns experience into beauty, but only when the mind is still enough to listen. So listen now to the quiet truth rising through your rest. You are not here to remain unchanged. You are here to evolve beautifully. You can almost sense the light tracing the paths of your emotions, the forehead where worry lived, the mouth where restraint held back laughter, the eyes that saw too much. One by one, these places melt under warmth. Scientists would call it microcirculation, healers would call it energy flow, but you know it simply as love returning home. Love always softens what fear has hardened. As you breathe this love in, you might feel tears beneath your closed eyes, not of sadness, but of recognition. This is the body saying, thank you for letting me rest. Thank you for trusting the night. The nervous system releases a sigh so deep that even the tiniest muscles in your scalp relax. It is in these small, invisible moments that miracles begin. Collagen weaving quietly, cells dividing gently, the skin remembering its rhythm. This is the moment most people miss because they rush through it. But you remain. You dwell inside stillness, and that stillness rewrites you. Somewhere in the vast intelligence of your being, messages travel, reduce inflammation, enhance elasticity, awaken mitochondria. But beneath those scientific phrases lies something even more mysterious, the instruction of beauty itself. It says, glow. The light repeats that command in waves. It pulses through you like ocean tides drawn by the moon. Each pulse refines, restores, replenishes. Your skin temperature aligns with perfect balance. Your breath synchronizes with the Earth's own vibration. You are not separate from the planet's rhythm. You are one heartbeat of its eternal song. The same elements that sparkle in distant stars live in your blood. The same minerals that formed the mountains flow through your veins. You are quite literally made of light, slowed into matter. And when you remember this, every wrinkle turns transparent. Every sign of age becomes a halo of proof that you have lived and learned and loved. The light adores those marks. It uses them as entry points. Through them it pours tenderness. Through them it paints radiance. And so paradoxically, what once made you self-conscious now makes you magnetic, because authenticity glows brighter than any illusion of perfection. You can feel it now, the subtle aura expanding around your face, the warmth kissing your temples. It is as if the night itself leans close to admire you. Every heartbeat echoes a truth older than civilization. Beauty is not something you lose. It is something you return to once fear dissolves. You may have forgotten that truth for years, but the body never did. It kept it safe in the rhythm of your breath, in the shimmer of your heartbeat, waiting for a night like this. Let it unfold. Let the light do what it was always meant to do. It moves down your neck, your shoulders, your chest. Each inch it touches feels lighter, cleaner, freer. It reaches your heart and lingers there. The heart is where true rejuvenation begins, not in the surface of the skin, but in the quiet forgiveness you offer yourself. The more you forgive, the more your body releases the past, the more your face relaxes into grace. Forgiveness is the ultimate anti-aging elixir. It clears the channels between spirit and form, allowing light to flow unimpeded. You forgive the moments you judged yourself. You forgive the days you felt invisible. You forgive the years you rushed through beauty without noticing it. And as you do, your whole being exhales. The lines soften further, not because of vanity, but because of freedom. This is what renewal truly is, the absence of resistance. Somewhere between this breath and the next, you realize you are glowing, not metaphorically. You can feel the gentle warmth radiating from your skin, as if the cells themselves are smiling. The energy that once scattered now moves in harmony, creating a field of coherence that scientists can measure but poets can only describe. This coherence is what others will see in you tomorrow, though they won't know its source. They will think you rested well, or found a new product, or simply seem happy. But you will know. You will know that while the world slept, the light worked through you, stitching peace into your reflection. Each second now multiplies healing. Even as dreams begin to swirl through your mind, the body keeps listening, keeps glowing. It does not need your awareness to continue. It has its own wisdom. So rest even deeper. Trust even more. You are now carried by the current of light that has no beginning and no end. In this current, age loses meaning, time loses power, and only radiance remains. By morning, that radiance will have written itself across your features, not as something new but as something remembered. Because you were never meant to fade. You were meant to awaken, sleep, and let the healing light continue its silent masterpiece within you. There is a sacred moment before dawn, when the world holds its breath. The stars begin to dim, yet the sun has not yet risen. It is a moment of perfect stillness, the quiet threshold between darkness and awakening. Your body rests in that same threshold now, between who you were and who you are becoming, between the years you carried and the light you are remembering. In this stillness, your healing completes its invisible masterpiece. The light that began as a whisper now moves like a river, flowing freely through every cell, every thought, every layer of your being. It is not in a hurry. It moves with purpose, with grace, with devotion, for beauty does not rush. It unfolds. It breathes. It becomes. Deep within, your skin continues to listen. The light touches the places where old memories once slept, moments of doubt, of fear, of self-comparison, and transforms them into calm. It rewrites your inner mirror, teaching you to see not your reflection, but your essence. The wrinkles that once spoke of fatigue now carry the softness of wisdom. The fine lines that once revealed time now reveal depth. There is no part of you that needs to hide from the light, because the light was never here to judge. It was always here to remind you that beauty was never lost, only waiting for you to rest long enough to feel it again. You feel your body float between worlds. Every breath feels luminous. Every heartbeat a verse in a sacred poem that only you can hear. Your skin glows faintly now, not from the surface but from within, a radiance that feels eternal. The healing light has found its rhythm, merging with your pulse, syncing with your dreams. You are no longer a seeker of youth. You are youth remembering itself. Somewhere, the cells that once felt tired now move like dancers under moonlight, weaving collagen, renewing life. The molecules of your being hum in gentle harmony, as if every atom recognizes its divine purpose again. You don't need to visualize or affirm. It is already happening. The night understands what you need better than your conscious mind ever could, for the night sees your truth without filters, without masks, without expectations. It sees you as you are, radiant, eternal, enough. Let that truth settle in your bones. You are not defined by the mirror, by the number, by the passing years. You are defined by light, the same light that created everything beautiful in existence. It lives in you. It always has. And tonight it breathes freely again. You might sense a warmth along your spine, a tingle around your face, a deep peace in your chest. This is your body's way of saying thank you. Thank you for trusting silence. Thank you for letting go. Thank you for remembering what it means to be whole. The energy that moves through you now will remain long after this night ends. It will guide your mornings, your gestures, your smile. It will speak through your presence. Others will feel it before they see it. That subtle serenity, that timeless glow, that quiet confidence that no cream can create. It is the signature of someone who has made peace with time. The ancients knew this glow as the mark of the moon, the blessing of one who has mastered rest. You are carrying that mark now. You are not escaping time. You are harmonizing with it. You are not defying age. You are redefining it. What if the true secret of eternal youth was not to remain young, but to remain luminous? What if aging gracefully was not surrender, but mastery? Tonight you have remembered the truth. Beauty is the reflection of inner peace. When your soul smiles, your skin follows. When your mind quiets, your face blooms. When your heart forgives, your body glows. The healing light works through these small miracles, invisible yet undeniable. You can feel it completing its work now, sealing your energy in calm, golden warmth. It rests on your face like dawn on gentle water. The first light of morning, both physical and spiritual, begins to rise within you. You feel reborn though you are still dreaming. You feel whole though you are asleep. You are everything you were meant to be. Timeless, feminine, radiant. The years fall away not because you reject them, but because you've outgrown their weight. You are free. You are ageless. You are light. Sleep deeper now, knowing that each night you return to this frequency, your body will remember faster. Your skin will heal deeper. Your heart will open wider. You will awaken not only younger in appearance, but calmer in spirit. This is how the healing light works, not as magic, but as remembrance. You have always been the source. The night is simply the mirror that reminds you. When morning comes and your eyes open, the world will look softer, because you will look through it with softer eyes. The reflection that greets you will not shock you. It will recognize you. You will see peace where you once saw pressure. You will see glow where you once saw fatigue. You will see the truth that time could never hide, that beauty is simply the soul made visible. Rest in that truth now. Let it sink into your breath, your bones, your dreams. Let it cradle you as you drift into the deepest part of sleep, where consciousness fades and the divine takes over. The healing light will continue to flow, guided by love, fueled by your surrender. By the time you awaken, it will have painted your being with serenity. You will rise renewed, restored, radiant, not because of what changed, but because you finally allowed yourself to remember what was always there. You are the healing light. You are the night's masterpiece. You are the eternal glow of a soul that remembers its own beauty. Every night is a new chance to be reborn, softer, brighter, younger. Sleep deeply, and let your beauty remember who you are. If this night ritual touched your heart, imagine what the next secret will do. Subscribe and awaken your most radiant self.